baked nachos in a frying pan on the stove? No way! Find out today here on Cook It and Eat It here on Jim Johnston Reviews the World, where it's my channel, so I'll do whatever the heck I want, including cooking up a zany-brained idea to make baked nachos in a frying pan on the stove, or in this case, on the tabletop burner. Come with me now, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, let's make some roasted nachos in a frying pan. So I got my pan here, nice non-stick. Want to go non-stick? Got that on low-medium heat. Want to hit this with just a little bit of spray, and then we're going to start putting our nachos. Alright, let me get the nachos laid out, and we'll be right back. So we've got most of an 8.5 ounce bag of yellow round corn tortilla chips layered out in our pan here. I did snack on a few while I was putting it together. So now we gotta dress it. Going with a shake of Southwest seasoning, garlic powder, cilantro leaves, some black pepper. Alright, then I got some leftover ground cooked turkey burger from previous recipe. Sprinkle that on. I got some leftover garbanzo beans here. So this is kind of me cleaning out my refrigerator a little bit. Some leftover things. So I got leftover garbanzo beans. I added to that some corn. So I got about 2/3 of a cup of each. We might not want to use all of this. Yeah, I think we can use it all. We want this to be some hearty eating nachos. This would be a great thing for game night when you have the friends over or things like that. Sliced green onion. And so right now while we're building this, we're slowly starting to warm this from underneath. Alright, what's a good nacho plate without some sauces on it? We're going to save the salsa for last. We're just going to go with a light drizzle. Worcestershire sauce. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Alright, I want some hot sauce. I'm going to go around the edge first. And this is just a generic version of Frank's Red Hot. I usually prefer Louisiana or generic Louisiana, but this is what they had last time I went to the store, and that's about the end of that. I'm going to drizzle in just a little bit of steak sauce for that base meaty flavor. And then I'm going to go with just a little bit of barbecue sauce. About time for me to go shopping, I guess. All my sauces are almost gone. Okay, let's add the cheese, if you please. This is about a 5.5 ounce block of mild cheddar shredded. Okay, we got our cheese on. Alright, now that we got our cheese on, I'm going to go ahead and let this cook here, shaking it slightly here and there for about 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next step. Goose break. Okay, our frying pan nacho has been going about 7-8 minutes here. You can see that cheese on top is just starting to smelt. You can see that cheese on top is just starting to melt from the radiant heat coming up from below. Now here's the thing. You want to make big nachos in your frying pan? You got to bring in some more heat. So get you your heaviest, dutiest pan, preferably cast iron, heat it up nice and hot, and stick it over top. Go ahead, very gently set it over top. Point, I'm going to turn the heat on the bottom down a little bit. See, I accidentally touched the cheese. Now this is something you can do, what they call in the restaurant industry a salamander, which is basically just a big plate of cast iron that they stick in an oven and get nice and hot. But the point of doing the nachos this way is so that if you want a big helping mess of baked nachos in the summertime, you don't want to get your house or apartment or whatever all hot by turning your oven on. This way you just heat up 2 frying pans. These things, cast iron is very, very good at holding and conducting heat, so it's the ideal thing to use to get the top of these nachos cooked up. Look at that cheese bubbling there. Alright, this has been sitting on here about 5 minutes, and I've been standing here like an idiot holding it. How about we take the lid off and take a look and see what we got here. Look at that. Cheesy, melty goodness. Looks like I had pretty high moisture content, pretty high cream content cheddar cheese. Take a look at that. Now, I would have liked a little bit of browning. I'm going to be honest with you. I would have liked a little bit of browning from that, but for a first attempt, not bad. So the point of this was to make some baked nachos without using your oven. So it's a hot day, but you really want some good, delicious baked nachos. 2 frying pans will do it. You use a lot less energy. It'll be a lot quicker. This total cook time was about 11 minutes. So we had about 6 minutes of it just chilling out here and doing its thing. And then we had about 5 minutes with the heated skillet on top. So that used a lot less energy than heating up an oven. Was faster than heating up an oven. Now let's see how she tastes. I want one of these from the side here. Oh, I did forget to mention that I did go ahead and turn off the burner shortly before I started recording this. Cheese is perfectly melted. Getting a little bit of extra bit there as it falls down. That chip's hot. It's hot. Definitely hot. You might want to let this sit a few minutes before you bust into it, and then you can always take a knife and cut this up, or you can just take forks and let people dig in, whatever you like. However you like to roll, that's what you should do to eat your food. Yeah, that works. It's a win. Do a little double stack here. There we go. Look at that. Do a little double stack here. Look at that. Cheese fell off, but look at all that goodness. Mr. Oven Mitt says, wow, that's scrumdiddlyumptious. Yay! Alright, well that'll do it for this time here on Cook It and Eat It. I want to thank you for tuning in today to watch as we prepare for you loaded baked nachos in a frying pan on the stovetop. If you like my stuff, be sure to comment down below, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well. Occasional behind the scenes bits. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Jim Johnston Reviews the World. And before we go, from me to you at home, remember always, be weird, be free, and most importantly, be independent.